looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harden. You look at the Timberwolves, a dismal season right now. Only 2 teams below them in the Western Conference.
And their first 2 games against this club, both being losses, losing 3 in a row would be a real tough pill to swallow. So I think they'll look to make their stand here tonight.
It would be very demoralizing, Greg, if they failed for a 3rd straight time for this team. Really, when you look at it, pride is what's on the line here. So we'll see what lessons they've learned from the first 2 games and if they can get things turned around.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. And it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Now here's Harden. Stolen by Levine. Rubio right side. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
And back to Ricky Rubio for a moment, who certainly is the hub of what this team does, averaging over 8 assists a game for his career through last season. If he can stay healthy, gain some weight, this is a guy to watch.
It really is. And listen, they're also built now for him because they got those great athletic wings. And if he can shoot it a little bit better, I mean, I think he's going to have more opportunities to spread the floor and drive and make plays. And for his first 4 seasons in the league, never hit over 38%. That's not going to get it done at the highest level.
Now here's Beverly. 9 points last game out. Ariza has the open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Dang. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Jang, a screen. Wiggins against Ariza. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Wiggins missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Phoenix.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
What they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40, mostly because he only took 3s or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting 3s.
And Dang gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Beverly. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
You guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
Here's Rubio. James Harden picking up that last basket. Feeds it to Towns. Now Now the dish to Wiggins. Kicks it to Levine. It's rebounded by Houston. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, it's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the last game. You do a much better job of getting inside position, and if you can't do that, it's going to be a long day on the backboard.
Harden with the defensive effort. The Rockets trail. He dishes it to Beverly. Wiggins with the block. Beverly against Rubio. Wiggins outside. Launches it. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Beverly. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Wiggins outside. He feeds it to Rubio. Jang a screen. Towns the pass to Wiggins. Dishes to Levine. And the three off target. Rockets trailed by 4. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Houston moving the ball around. There's a screen. Pass to Harden. Screen by Howard. It's Harden with the drive. Beverly wide open. The Rockets with another miss.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Out left to the wing. Here's Levine, guarded by Harden. They get the rebound. There's Towns. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Eunice has the open look. Drills it from outside. Eunice has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I spoke to him about the game plan coming into this matchup and addressed the quality shot blocking they'll have to overcome. He said, listen, that can be a factor, psychologically as well as physically. The key for us is just to play on self-control. Draw the help, kick to the open man. If we execute our offense, we'll be fine. Guys?
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
Last season, we saw Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting
now,
from
gentlemen,
beyond
two
the arc
shots.
and
Move
from
shot.
within the arc increased.
The free throw drops for Eunice.
And Eunice actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Adrian Payne's checked in for the Timberwolves. Eunice drops both of them.
And Eunice is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-foot.
Wiggins, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on a reason.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Well, Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless in his dunks. Clark, he'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over him.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
Michael Beasley He's checked in for Houston. That one misses.
Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was second in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
Minnesota in the lead. The feed to Levine. A floater. It's rebounded by Houston.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Looking over the numbers again, Greg, Wiggins logged a ton of minutes as a rookie, over 36 minutes a game, Clark. That led all rookies in the NBA.
And how about leading everybody in the league in minutes played after the All-Star break, Kevin? Almost 40 minutes a game is what he averaged after the All-Star break.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game. And he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker. Becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Second is Dwight Howard.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Jack. And it's Muhammad in for Andrew Wiggins. Payne with a screen for Muhammad. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Trailblazers.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance. And road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Ricky Rubio. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 9 points per game, 8 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go. I like what I'm seeing right now.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Minnesota making some changes. Prince comes in for Levine, and Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. Terry comes in for Patrick Beverley. Both shots good from the strike. Rockets trailed by 4. Terry with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. From deep Harden. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication.
Muhammad, good work defensively by Terry.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor.
Daniels is checked in for James Harden. Brewer hits them both. Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. Slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed. They set the screen. Outside, Jones, top of the key. Beasley with the rebound. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Terry outside. It's Beasley on the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Jones drives in, tipped away. Beasley with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Adrian Payne is that new breed of big man, guys. I mean, he combines athleticism, size, and toughness with exceptional outside shooting. Made over 41% of his threes as a rookie.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And back to Adrian Payne, one of those rare guys who can lead you in block shots and free throw percentage, something he perfected at Michigan State. Truly unique in his versatility. You covered a lot of his games.
Yeah, freakish athletically, but also highly skilled, which you don't often get for guys coming out of college. But again, this is a 4-year player, and it seems like every team's looking for bigs who can defend the post as well as spread the floor, whether starting or coming off the bench. So he's certainly a valuable asset.
Now here's Jones. And it's blocked. Now Terry. Beasley outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Timberwolves trail. Outside, Jones. There's the screen. Pass to Muhammad. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away. Rebounded by Capella.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Terry kicks to Capella. Inside, Brewer uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 3-point Rocket lead.
those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league ranking. First in steals, 4th in assists. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Now here's Payne. Outside, Jones. Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. 5 to shoot. Pass to Biles. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rockets leading by 3. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 5 now.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Muhammad. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. He kicks to Jones. From deep 3-point range, and he gets it back. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Houston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Beasley the screen. Terry kicks to Beasley. The pass to Capella, and stolen by Payne. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pocket 6. Shot to end this cold run. Can't get it to go. Terry. Can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets on top. They're up by 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in. Ariza might as well be describing his own game, Clark. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Well, you know, he does have that kind of all-around, all-out game going back to his days at UCLA. I mean, when you combine that with his talent, he's a guy who, no matter where he's been, his teammates rave about him and respect him.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Beasley, and it's Beverly in at the point.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country, but now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, he's bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent point. Now, here's Wiggins. A 23-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Beverly. 6-point lead. Here's the floater. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. The Rockets making a switch here. Monty Eunice is checked in. And here are the Rockets now. And it's Beverly missing.
And thinking about Michael Beasley's career now, he did have a breakout season in 10 and 11 with the Timberwolves. It was enough to land him a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Suns a couple of years ago. Arrows seemed to be pointing up, but then things headed south quickly.
6 on the shot clock. Jang, a screen. Rubio. Terrific design on the big foot. He lays it in. Rubio's got 7 points in the game. Rockets leading by 4. Howard with a screen on Rubio. Beverly dishes to Howard. Here's Harden on the wing. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line
Shots
for
good.
1.
Hit. Shooting
And
1.
for last season, it was really just a victory for Beasley to get back in the league. I mean, did not start the season on any team. No doubt he has the skills, but something needs to happen for him in order to stay.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've made the most of are those opportunities at the foul line. They've scored a lot of their points so far from there.
And for Gorgie Jang, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor. But I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
You know, on the topic of Zhang, he did improve in practically every category in year 2. Offensively, though, he still looked a bit mechanical. And on defense, he still went for too many head fakes, but you've got to like his upside.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
We're talking about Gorgie Jang. He recorded 22 points and 21 rebounds in the game his rookie season. Amazingly, it was the first ever 2020 game by a Timberwolves rookie. The Wolves, of course, once home to Kevin Garnett and Kevin Love, so that's pretty good company. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Beverly against Rubio. And Beverly kicks to Monty Eunice. And Houston again with the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Rubio the pass to Levine. Jang a screen. Wiggins against Ariza. Wiggins dishes to Jang. And it's good. Jang's got his second best. Houston leading by 8. Feeds it to Moniunas. Back to Beverly. Kicks it to Moniunas. There's the dish to Harden. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Howard's shot is good.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Well, for James Harden, with his incredible regular season last year, Clark, you knew he was in for a great postseason as well.
And it was a bit of a roller coaster for him in the playoff run. I mean, he could vanish one game, but then explode for 40 in the next.
You see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. Second, Ricky Rubio.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
And with Harden in the playoffs, it was an all-or-nothing situation at times. He definitely stole some games for Houston in their run to the conference finals. But man, did he have a rough one when they were eliminated by the Warriors.
And you know, that tough game for Harden in the conference finals, a dozen turnovers for him, set an NBA record for most turnovers in a playoff game. Not how he wanted to go out, but he showed he can carry a team for stretches during the playoffs. Statistically speaking, let's see where the Rockets sit right now. First in steals, second in points off turnovers. And they're the third-ranked fast break team in the league. I mean, there's always that fear that they're going to run you off the court when you play them. You got to get back in transition against this team.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Play him tight, come on!
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Moniunas a screen on Rubio. And Beverly gets to Moniunas. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2.
Taking out the game, Moniunas is what happened. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
Drops both of them. With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Beverly, the pass to Harden. He dishes it to Ariza. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ariza's got 6.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Now here's Wiggins. He has 6. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Harden kicks to Beverly. Back to Harden. Shot from 16. Rebound, Minnesota. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
And guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. You know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And Beverly plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past season.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16, and even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
And the first one at the line is good. And going back to Rubio, Clark, his natural instincts in every phase of the game, as Greg was just talking about, are really second to none. In 06, he led Spain to a championship, registering 3 triple-doubles and 1 quadruple-double. Wow.
And despite those gaudy numbers, you just never know with an international star if, in fact, his game will translate to the NBA. Rubio's game obviously has. What a performance. Just look at the game for Rubio. He has 9 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Down low, here's Dang. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. To the inside, here's Moniunas. Rebound by Dang. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now, here's Rubio. 9 points in the game so far. Jang, a screen. And Rubio kicks to Payne. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the ring. Payne's got 5 points so far. Houston leading by 7. Harden outside. He feeds it to Howard. Here's Levine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
And that one's good. Wiggins. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
Now Rubio. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. Rubio against Beverly. Now here's Wiggins. Not a lot of bucket from Rubio.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Dishes to Wiggins. Good D by Ariza.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And here's Beverly. Passes it to Monteunitas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Rockets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. The free throw drops for Monteunitas.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Beasley comes in for Trevor Ariza. Brewer is checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Monteunitas drops both of them.
He's not a very good free throw shooter, but what a game he's having at the line right now.
Jones kicks to Prince. Jones with the screen on Beasley. On the wing, Jones. Terry covering. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. They set the pick. Rockets 6. Jones for 3. Rockets with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Terry dishes to Brewer. Back to Terry. Latre now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Jones, the pass to Bielitsa. Back to Jones. They need this. Got a hand on it, but he recovers it. Again, the miss by Jones.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
Terry kicks to Beasley. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Jones following the score by Houston. Down low, Towns, and Monteunitas picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Rockets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. So it's Minnesota now, down by 12. Jones dishes to Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Towns drops them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Jones against Terry. The feed to Beasley. Now here's Brewer. Guarded closer. And he didn't get quite enough through that one.
Hey guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Now here's Jones. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. McDaniels kicks to Terry. From outside the arc. And another three for Houston.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Here's Muhammad. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the left rim and out. Here's Houston now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Terry. Right block shot. Here's McDaniels. Minnesota with the rebound.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks. He's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
They set the pick. Now here's Muhammad. He's tightly guarded. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Elitsa with the bucket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
54 seconds left in the first half. The open shot by Brewer. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his third rebound on the night. Jones drives in. Now here's Muhammad. D right on him. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Terry the pass to Capella. Here's McDaniels. Muhammad covering. A shot by McDaniels. No good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Jones with it. There's a good screen. It's tipped, and we've reached halftime in this one. Rockets lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 9 points. And we'll start with the big fella. Shaq, what'd you see from them out there?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Monty Eunice today, he's been every place.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Rockets leading by 9. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Higgins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. And it's Jang in at the 5 spot. And Rubio kicks to Towns. It's deflected. It's Harden with the drive. Beverly with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Beverly dishes to Montejunas. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Wiggins. He's had an impressive second half of the season, averaging 21 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Montejunas. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves trail by 11. Out left to the wing. Here's Levine. He's had some playing time, but no score yet from him.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off with good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Beverly. And Harden now, top of the key. Pass to Howard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy. One of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners.
Payne, he's checked in for Towns. And he can't hit the second.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and LA that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
Rockets leading by 8. Here's Ariza. Misses the 3. And they're on the break. Here's Wiggins. No luck. Good D by Ariza.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
And it seems, Greg, that, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin? Moses Malone, Alvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon. No greater roster of big men than that one there.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 11. Clock is at 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
He kicks it to Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's 10 points for Andrew Wiggins. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Harden right side. Unloads from 13.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Beverly against Rubio. Now here's Wiggins. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
A moment. Let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. 5th best, the Rockets.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Payne. Timberwolves trail by 10.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Here's Levine. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Muhammad, and it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Harden with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Harden right side. Left side Ariza. And stolen by Wiggins. Rubio against Harden. Now the pass to Muhammad. Feeds to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, and Hardy, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Throw good, Wiggins.
Take a look at what Wiggins has done. He has 11 points and also a block shot. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Rockets leading by 8. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Ariza. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now, here's Monty Eunice. 15 points in the game. Here's Beverly, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And here are the numbers for James. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That's good from Beverly. Free throws good from Beverly. Here's Rubio. He's got 11. Second by Beverly. Harden right side. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Harden's got 8 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Offensive rebound, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yeah, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Higgins outside. Shot, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monty Eunice. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Rocket 2. Here's Muhammad. Can't hit. Good D by Ariza.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
The dish to Levine. Trying to find Muhammad. Gets it to him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Rockets leading by 12. Now Beverly. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Harden the pass to Motiejunas. The 19-foot shot. Shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. There was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player he showed last year. He belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
Here's Rubio. He's got 11.
Watch Rubio.
Wiggins outside. No one near him. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Wiggins has got 14 points for the game. Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Motiejunas, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Rockets lead by 15.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Levine. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. Kicks to Beverly. Back to Harden. Wide open look. And Houston again with the bucket.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Dishes it to Wiggins. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
In the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Timberwolves and where they stand statistically. 5th in assists. They were 6th in field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And let's go back to their place in terms of the assists. Cracking into the top 5 for me is an illustration of the cohesiveness with which they play offensively. No doubt this team's on the same page.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Wiggins. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jones comes in for Ricky Rubio. And a change for the Rockets. Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Motiejunas. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now here's Beverly. Howard kicks to Beverly. Back to Howard. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 15. Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Muhammad. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Minnesota, Shabazz Muhammad. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Muhammad. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Towns dishes to Jang. Prince fires. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Passes to Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Down low. Layup off the pick. No good from Howard. Timberwolves trail by 14. Now here's Jones. Jang a screen. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. Good. Jang's got 9.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here's Beverly. Good. And 12 points for James Harden.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Beverly against Jones to the right side. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Muhammad. Ariza outside. Howard up on top. Jang defending. Howard, the pass to Beverly. He feeds it to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. But they'll get another chance. Howard setting the pick for Beverly. And stolen by Jang. And here is Muhammad. He's got 9. Outside, Jones. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. The feed to Towns. And Muhammad kicks to Prince. Clock at 4. Muhammad dishes to Towns. Jones for 3. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's the Rockets on the break. Ariza with it. Now guarded by Towns. Harden the pass to Beverly. It's stolen by Jones. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. Jang with a screen on Beverly. Jones kicks to Towns. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Rockets leading by 11. On the wing, Harden. All alone. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Ariza goes in. Right through the D for the layup. Ariza's got 9 points now in the quarter. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Jang with a screen on Beverly. Outside, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Beasley.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Shooting for Minnesota, Tyus Jones. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, they're making it look easy here. I mean, they're just automatic from the line.
Minnesota making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. McDaniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. And so Jones nails both of them. Rockets leading by 13. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Terry dishes to McDaniels. There's a good screen. Fires the 3. Shot by Terry, no good. Outside, Jones. Stolen by Terry. And here at the end of the third quarter. It's a double-digit ball game. Houston on top. They lead by 13. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Timberwolves trail by 13, and so in the game for the Rockets. They've got Corey Brewer. Terry is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Beasley, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Zhang with a screen on Terry. Pass to Towns. Here's Dang. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
And so here is Houston after the basket by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Outside Terry. No good. Wiggins with some nice D. A finish. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's McDaniels following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Jason Terry. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. It's Beasley on the wing. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
2. All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. And Beasley drops both of them. Here is Rubio. Pass to Levine. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Beasley with it. To the inside. Rebound, Minnesota. Levine's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. That's good. Levine's got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Beverly against Rubio. Beverly the pass to Beasley. Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. He kicks it to Capella with his first shot attempt. Count that one. And the Rockets lead by 11. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And Rubio kicks to Levine. Higgins outside. And Capella sends it back. Here is Brewer. Now Beverly feeds it to Brewer. Beasley outside. 5 on the clock. They can try. For the Rockets, Howard's checked in for Capella. Visa comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Harden in for Brewer. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Rubio against Beverly. Jang with a screen on Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Rubio misses. Houston leading by 11. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Harden kicks to Montejunas. Here's Howard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
Howard giving him lots of trouble. He's got 13 rebounds and 2 steals.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jang, a screen. In the corner, it's Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Riza. Here's Harden. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which has given him some free throw opportunities.
Now, here is Harden. It's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Rubio misses.
I like that that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down, I can go for that.
There's a screen by Motiejunas. Beverly dishes to Motiejunas. From the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
Just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Levine. Shot is off. Good D by Ariza. Houston leading by 14. The pass to Beverly. Motiejunas gets to Ariza. And stolen by Jang. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Hey, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Puts one up from 19. Here's Howard. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Towns, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Muhammad, he's checked in for Towns. Timberwolves trail by 15. The dish to Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's 21 points for Andrew Wiggins. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harden. Rebound, Minnesota. Levine's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rubio outside. And that one's good.
He's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
It's Howard with the drive. Wiggins with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone only 6 of 14 to the field in the fourth. Kicks to Levine. They set the pick. The baseline J. Wow, way off on that.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Beverly, the pass to Motiejunas. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. Timberwolves trail by 13. Rubio dishes to Jang. Back to Rubio. Jang a screen. The drive by Rubio. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Six on the shot clock. Stolen by Harden. Ariza kicks to Howard. Can't connect from short range.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Rockets leading by 8. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, just love to go up and jam like that.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And for Levine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, Levine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Beverly. Dishes it to Harden. Passes it to Beasley. Shot from 16. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 10 points for Beasley. Timberwolves trail by 11. And here's Rubio. Wiggins outside. And too long on the shot.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Good on the shot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 14. Bean passes to Rubio. He dishes it to Prince. Back to Rubio. Stolen by Beverly. He feeds it to Harden. Beasley sets a screen for Harden. Six to shoot. Screen by Howard. Harden dishes to Howard. Baseline jumper. Not enough on that one as it misses. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Levine can't hit.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so we can have a fresh start for the next one.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Now the feed to Beverly. Pass to Harden. Back to Beverly. It's blocked. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Wiggins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Minnesota making a switch here. Myelitz is checked in. And so he hits both. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Beverly. He kicks it to Howard. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Howard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Wiggins. Here's Levine.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for James Harden. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And Minnesota has possession. Over to the left wing. Levine. It's deflected. Ariza with it. Now Beverly. So we see Houston taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
You know, we got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. Started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Well, this win was really, really needed, and he went out and he got it for him. They lost 2 in a row coming in, and dropping the third straight would have been very, very rough. But he took it upon himself, took it right to the ship, as he always does. Great performance and a great time to deliver.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.